let's transition to our best time on the show, we like to call our We Sports questions. And our first question comes from Ma Dukes, and she asked me, will Beast Mode, a.k.a. Marshawn Lynch, be back with Seattle next year, Taiwo?
It wasn't looking good, and now Marshawn Lynch has recently come out and stated that they should have just given him the ball and it would have been a different outcome for the Super Bowl.
I think everybody agree with that.
But it's hard for me to imagine the Seahawks parting with Beast Mode. This is a man that we thought, he's up there in age. It's kind of rough for him. Running backs, they like to curtail, at a certain part. And look what he did. They cannot be that foolish to get rid of Marshawn Lynch. But Russell Wilson has a monster contract coming his way, which he's earned, but Lynch has earned one as well.
You know what's interesting?
What, Marvin?
I think that the Super Bowl shows you why you need to pay Marshawn Lynch. It shows you why you need to give him the ball. But I think the ego of the Seahawks will let him walk. I think the ego of the Seahawks will let that man walk. And if you let Beast Mode walk, we talked about identity earlier on the show with Shady McCoy leaving. And they're in the Eagles not having an identity. The identity of the Seahawks is Marshawn Lynch. There's no bones about it. So the egos that play into a particular part, I think he leaves. I think they're going to let him go.
This is unbelievable. And if they do, they better bring in some help because Wilson can't do it by himself.
True.
He obviously couldn't do it with Ricardo Lockett.
Message.
Let's move on to the next question. This is coming from the homie, Jeremy Floyd, Chi-Town native, who wants to know, will Derrick Rose be okay, Marvin?
Derrick Rose will be perfectly fine. I don't think Derrick Rose has anything to worry about. He's going to be the best wheelchair athlete that anyone can ever talk about, anyone can ever mention. I think that between him, Rose, Noah, Butler, they have an all-Paralympic squad that could compete for any gold medal championship right there.
You done?
I think so.
Jeremy answered the question in the second part. The answer is yes. Rose will be okay. Now, will Rose be, we were saying this before this injury, will he be the MVP caliber Derrick Rose? Probably not. I would love to see Rose's game evolve, become more of a point guard rather than a scoring point guard. Marvin, if you are trying to push me, be more of a true point guard, distribute the ball. And if he distributes the ball and allows his players to make plays, you're talking about Butler, you've got Gasol. No, especially when he's close enough to the basket, don't let that boy shoot because if it doesn't miss, it just looks bad. If you let them flourish out there, people will ease up on Derrick Rose, and then he'll be able to get to the basket a lot easier than he did.
Derrick Rose hasn't played a full season since his MVP season since 2010, 2011.
I'm happy you brought that up. I think we need to change things up. I think it's time to bring Rose off the bench.
Yeah, like you want to bring a $20 million player off the bench. We'll save that for another discussion.
What do we say about availability?
It's the best ability, and we know Derrick Rose doesn't have any of that. But let's conclude our show. Thank you again for watching.
Don't forget, God, you're so disrespectful. I've never ended a show this anger before. We almost got kicked off the air. All right. Like the video, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and while you're at it, go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you got a question for the show, go ahead and send it our way using the hashtag wesports.
For Shed and over there in Shed's block, Marvin Banks and Taiwo Sosina.
You're on your own, jerk.
That's fine. Signing off. 4 is up.
It's March 3rd, too. Trey's up. I'm going to cut that out. Disrespect. You disloyal fool. You gonna do this to me?